Come on over and have a seat on the purple couch there, Joycey.
Okay, Terry.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello there.
And thank you so much for joining us here today in the trailer park. That's Joycey.
I'm Joycey.
I'm Terry.
That's Terry.
And we're the Trailer Park Girls talking trash. So thanks for showing up. And it's getting awfully close. Let's say Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to everybody. Yeah, party time. Yay! Yeah.
Exactly. So let's start with one of the educational portions of the program. And educational, we had no idea there'd be any educational portions of this program. There are two of them. Let's start with one.
Let's go with one. Yeah,
let's start with one.
Yes.
The trailer park trash spotting tip of the week. This is where Joycey and I help you folks at home identify folks like us and our neighbors.
Right.
Right?
Yes. Sometimes they blend pretty good. You know, there's little things little things you really got to watch for, and then you kind of know that if they're not there, they've been there.
Exactly. And so the tip this week, the trailer park trash spotting tip this week is, look, if you know a guy who's getting his teeth pulled rather than getting his teeth fixed. That's trailer park trash. Yeah. That's trailer park trash, isn't it, Joycey?
Yeah, they run out of teeth really fast. Like you just can't.
Right.
You gotta stop every once in a while and get.
Right. I mean, look at dental work is expensive, ladies and gentlemen.
You can't be poor and get dental work. It doesn't work. There's a very limited amount of dental work, and most of that is extraction.
Exactly.
Unfortunately.
Extraction.
They will pull it for you, but we're not.
That's it. Right.
That really kind of sucks. But
no filling for you.
But
no filling for you.
No, I know. Some of us were lucky enough in our working career to have a nice, good-paying job with great benefits, and teeth all spickety-span, fixed up and everything.
And that's
it's not like we're not familiar with it.
Yes.
It just didn't happen for everybody continuously.
Right.
Some people didn't get there. So the teeth get pulled instead of fixed.
Exactly.
So you see guys walking around with
missing teeth. That's trailer park trash, ladies and gentlemen.
Unless, of course, we're talking the other one.
Right. Which is
where teeth just start to rot and fall out.
Right.
Like that's
meth mouth is what she's trying to say.
Yeah,
we're not talking about that.
We're not talking about that.
We're talking about poor people not having money to fix their teeth. So there you go. Now let's move on to when we started doing this little thing. Joyce had a great idea. Let's take back some words, she said. Great idea, I said. Great idea, I said. Let's take back some words. So, this week's word is bonkers, ladies and gentlemen. Bonkers. As in mad. My dictionary, mad. Like crazy as a June bug kind of mad,
Are you bonkers or what? You know,
are you crazy?
Bonkers. It's a fun word again.
Yeah.
Again.
Bonkers. He went bonkers for 5 minutes. Yeah.
Exactly.
Right.
There you go. Good explanation. Everybody knows what you're talking about.
What did the Urban Dictionary say?
What did the Urban Dictionary... Well, actually, what the Urban Dictionary said was that it's a common word, and it's not slang.
It's not slang. Well, it was in my dictionary, in the Oxford English Dictionary. Mad. Informal for mad.
Right. Exactly.
As in crazy as a June bug.
Yeah. And it describes it's used to describe a state of mind in an affectionate manner.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Aunt Jane is bonkers.
It's not
like that. Right?
It's nothing like getting bonked.
Right. It's
different
like
thing altogether.
Absolutely.
Not even close.
Nobody bonked Aunt Jane.
No.
Aunt Jane is bonkers.
That's where we're going. Bonkers, yes.
Bonkers. So, we've all been bonkers every now and again, right?
It's
we've
fun to be bonkers.
Right, bonkers. You just
especially if you're young enough when you can be
recover,
explained.
right? Exactly.
And it can be explained on your youth, and there's different bonker stages for different ages.
She was bonkers in her youth. She went surfing for 6 months. Yeah, I mean.
Different bonkers.
Different variations of
for different
bonkers.
ages.
Right, exactly. And
still
Jane.
Stay in the limit.
Right, exactly.
Where you're allowed to be.
Right.
I can't be jumping fires anymore.
Right.
Campfires. I mean, you get to
give it up.
Stay with where you're supposed to
exactly.
be.
People start thinking you're bonkers.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. And look, if you know somebody who's bonkers, call them bonkers.
Yep.
Grab a word and use it. That's our motto here. And really, call them out, call them bonkers, speak up and talk back. Right, Joycey?
There's a lot of fun words out there that you can call a person, and it takes the edge off the tension.
Exactly.
You know, if you get it back to fun, fun is always
fun.
like... Two guys are about ready to duke it out, and one of them can say something fun. It stops that tension, because the duking it out's not always necessary.
Not a good idea. No, we do not encourage violence here. It doesn't work.
It just makes a bigger problem, a small problem.
Exactly,
into a big
it doesn't work, right?
So yeah, bonkers. Call them bonkers.
Call them bonkers.
He still might hit you, but whatever. He might smile and shake your hand.
At least now he knows what he is, right?
So that's my advice for the day.
Now, moving on to the politically correct portion of this program, which is where I get to go off about stuff that drives me bonkers.
Right, beak-off session.
My beak-off, where I get to go off about stuff that makes me bonkers.
Yeah.
And
legitimate stuff, usually.
Usually, yeah. But
good stuff.
you know, this week I would just like to say we are quickly approaching 2015, ladies and gentlemen. Joycey, it will soon be a new year. And I would just like to say and plead and beg of you all, it's time to stop the hate and the racism and the violence and the war. It's really time to stop. It's time to make a change. It's time to change the way we look at the world. We're all the same. We all laugh and cry the same, right? We all love and bleed and suffer the same, folks. And look, it's time to turn our resources and our forces towards love and peace. Fear and war has not worked. It does not work. It's pretty safe. It will not work. All right, so let's take a different approach. Hey, Joycey?
It's time.
It's time.
It's totally time.
It's time to make a change.
Do you realize what kind of world we'd be in if we put as much money to fixing the world as we are to tearing it apart? If we could become unity, the whole world, like nobody's different than anybody else. What if?
Imagine.
Just imagine
right.
if food was free.
Just imagine.
The basics. I mean, if you want fancy food, you have to pay for it and work for it and everything else.
But nobody's starved. Imagine.
Rice, potatoes, some meat. It's free.
Nobody went hungry.
You don't have to go and stand in some humiliating line and ask for free food, or you don't have to go into a humiliating welfare line and say, well, you know, will the government please keep me because I can't right now. You don't want to have to go through that. Food is free.
It's time, and it's time.
Food is free.
And it's time,
you can take as much as you want home.
Right. And, you know, it's a bigger issue than all of that. I mean, there's still people enslaved. We've got to change the whole paradigm. We've got to change the way we look at success and failure. It's time to find our humanity, ladies and gentlemen. And so I beg of you, for 2015, I beg of you, let's make a change and turn our thoughts towards love and peace and hope. So there you go.
It's time. It's really
time. It's really time.
We could be taking care of
2015.
This is crazy.
It's crazy.
Do you know what I heard?
Bonkers, baby.
Bonkers. That right now the U.S. is spending $400 million a day.
Oh,
$100 million.
I saw that ex-soldier
towards the war.
Towards the war machine.
War machine, war efforts, whatever. It's huge.
Right.
So if all that money was to go into let's fix the guys over there that have no food or education.
And water
let's clean
and
all
food
that up over
and
there.
freedom. Yeah.
And the guys that want to carry guns around, well, they can go and play in their other area, but there's needy people that this money could help way more than blowing the guys up that are already blowing themselves up anyway.
Right. So let's turn our resources and our forces and our prayers to faith, to peace and love, and have faith that will come if we among ourselves, have a little compassion for one another. Let's give it a go, okay, folks? Peace. Imagine, as John Lennon said.
Just imagine.
So now moving on to one of my favorite segments of the show, and of course that's the guy I love to hate, the guy I hate to love. I'm talking, of course, about the I don't caretaker. The I don't caretaker, ladies and gentlemen, you heard me. So now look at, you know him, Tracy.
Yeah.
So there's a fence here that's falling down and falling apart and crumbling, and so he put up a stake with a little orange tape on it, and there you go. The I don't care taker's solution. Tell them, Joycey. Tell them. Tell them.
Okay, gonna back up a little bit. It's winter time here. We have some really doozer winter storms around here. Heavy duty wind, rain, and
wind. Yeah.
All that stuff.
All that stuff.
Big time. And so our fence is old, and it's been dropping its boards every once in a while for a while now. Well, the wind came, knocked it over.
Yeah.
So good old guy, I don't care, goes over, picks it back up again, puts a prop on it, which is actually now out on the road, this little proppy thing.
Right.
And then he puts another level thingy over here, which is it's smart. It'll hold itself up, but same thing. Then we got a red ribbon just in case somebody might drive over it. But I think we're going to have to do, it's not that busy at the time of the year. It's time to fix his fence.
I don't blame him. We don't care about anything except
I don't really care about it either. But, it's an I don't care
Nobody cares.
Fix.
Yeah,
that's why he gets away with it.
Absolutely.
I only almost tripped on it, but I didn't quite get it.
It cracks me up. And I just like to laugh about it because I totally get it. I don't care either, except anything related, except my writing and art, and I mean, I have compassion in that way, and so I can see the humor in it.
Right.
He's off thinking about some painting or song or, something important, right?
Yeah, and it makes him an easy target for us to see what
I like a good belly laugh.
How we can chuckle.
Exactly.
Send out some chuckles
once
to him, or mostly on his behalf.
Exactly.
However it ends up getting out there.
For him, right.
If we all laughed at his whistle,
right.
I'm sure he doesn't mind that. But yeah, I thought that was a pretty good little fix for him.
Me too.
So
now, me too. So let's move on to the other educational portion of this program, ladies and gentlemen. There's two. And that, of course, is the How to Be Handy tip of the week. This is where Joycey over here, who's the handy master, teaches me, dare we say, handy apprentice? Can we say that, Joyce?
Sure.
Handy apprentice. Me. That's me.
It's in there with blind leading the blind. But we're going to call it better.
You make stuff work. She makes stuff work, ladies and gentlemen.
Sometimes a long way around, but it gets done.
So if you're a do-it-yourselfer, this is for you.
Okay.
And so this week's tip is when you find a place that's getting wet, you should, deal with it. And not only that, but you should finish the job. You should finish the job, right, Joycey? Finish the job, folks.
I wonder where this is going.
Tell them.
Okay, well, I had a water issue last monsoon season. We only have the sunny season.
It's the rainy season.
This is the rainy season.
Right.
And so anyway, it was like found it last in my trailer, and I fixed it. I needed the silicone,
waterproof silicone.
There we go. Just go, and it was
very
fixed,
handy stuff. It was fantastic.
So then I kind of mopped up the water and stuff, and threw a rug over top, and I was done.
That was it.
And over the summer, we've kind of mentioned that little silver insulation thing underneath the rug really
seemed
probably should have. Yeah, it seemed like it was. And then we get on doing something else, and go rope boating or whatever we were doing, and never did get around to dealing with it. Well, all of a sudden, now this water started bubbling up like a little volcano.
It's wet here.
It's wet. Why is it wet? I didn't spill anything. So
exactly. Look underneath, I said.
Mopped it off. Still a little bit busy.
Look underneath, I said.
Looked underneath, and it was still wet from the season before, but no mold or anything. It just got wet, and it was like slimy. It was like wet, slimy, red,
silver
kind of
insulation stuff.
So ripped it all out. Oh, that was kind of cool too, because I had no place to go with it. I threw it right out the window.
Right.
Rolled a nice little ball. See you later. Spring problem.
Exactly. Exactly. In the spring, we'll deal with you. Sorry.
So I dried it all off, and I put down some lino, and I got a temporary fix on it, and it's all rock and rolling.
Right, and it's dry now, and it's not coming back.
So the moral of the story is that don't just stop because you've got the leaks under control. It's not coming in anymore. You still have some problems.
Finish the job. You make sure stuff gets dry. Finish up. Yeah. Exactly.
How to be
Another happy ending.
How to be handy tip of the week is now a lesson.
Exactly.
Learning from my boo-boos.
Exactly.
That's it.
Trial and error. Right? Trial and error.
Totally.
That's how scientists find things, right? I mean, there you go.
That's it.
Now,
scientist, right?
Exactly.
Call me doctor.
Mad scientist for sure.
Dr. Tracy.
Mad scientist for sure. I'll tell you that.
Okay.
Mad scientist. I'm still looking for a lab coat for you. Yeah. Anyhow, before, it seems like time flies. Time flies when we're having fun. This is a good time doing this, and we enjoy your company, folks. But look at, I'm pretty sure it's time for the funny story. As you know, Joycey and I like to finish with a funny story because we believe the world could use a lot more love and a lot more belly laughs. Belly laughs and love. Ladies and gentlemen. Isn't that right, Tracy?
Yeah.
Right. Belly laughs and love. It would make the world a lot better place if there were more belly laughs and love. So, recently, Joycey couldn't see. You'd been drinking a little bit. Do you remember, Joycey? She couldn't see, ladies and gentlemen. Do you remember?
Only 2 glasses of wine. I know it was only 2. It may have been 3, but I'm not sure after 3 how many. But
right. But you couldn't see. She couldn't see.
Wine is part of the story.
Absolutely. Oh, stuff is going blurry, she says to me. What? Oh, I can't print, she says to me. I was like, what, are you okay, Tracy? No, I can't write.
I'm trying to write my book here with my hand, and all of a sudden,
I can't see.
I can't see. Like, I really can't see. I'm like, holy crap, I think I'm having a heart attack. It might be, I don't know. Maybe
I don't know.
Maybe,
I can't see.
Maybe I'm just getting, like, lightheaded. I'm going to pass out. It's just, this is really, I can't see a damn thing. I'm trying to write down here, and I just, this is awful. What's going on? I come over here, I notice it. Glasses are sitting over there.
Put them on, she could see just fine. Remember?
I do. You know, one of the fun parts about growing older is how the silly little mistakes. I'm laughing at I love to share them with people because it's so silly.
Right.
I really was concerned. The heart attack was my first.
I was looking for the baby aspirin. Heart attack. Oh my goodness.
So blurry. I can't see what I'm writing. I can't see my bifocals. Yeah.
Another happy ending.
Another
She didn't have a heart attack. Right?
It's lots of fun. I'll keep you posted on this getting old stuff.
Absolutely.
That's a joke in itself.
It sure is.
Yeah.
That everybody forgot to tell us about.
Right, nobody seems to talk about it. Well, they just grin at you and say, just wait, one day
Just
you'll
wait.
see what I'm talking about. Well, guess what? I got there.
One day's here.
Right, and they're gone. They can't even laugh at me now while I'm learning it.
It's okay, I'll laugh at you.
Okay, good, thanks. You can laugh at me too, because I kind of like it. If it's funny,
Absolutely.
I don't mind being laughed at.
We laugh at ourselves, at each other, at you.
Anything for Billy laugh.
Anything for a belly laugh. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Now, look it. I'm pretty sure that's it. Unless I've forgotten anything. Have I forgotten anything, Joyce?
Oh no, I don't think we've forgotten
Anything you'd like to add for the folks at home?
Only just thank you again for being here, and
we so
so
appreciate
enjoyed
it.
spending this time with you. Glad you hung in and watched us right to the end. And
Right, and Happy New
next week.
Year's, ladies
Oh,
and gentlemen.
right,
Happy
and
New Year.
Happy New Year.
Have a very safe New Year's Eve, and much love and blessings and peace and joy for the new year. That's all I can say.
I only have two things to say. One is play safe, and the other one is drive smart.
Drive smart.
Play safe, drive smart. Have a blast.
Right.
Yeah.
And we'll see you in 2015.
We will.
Yeah. Toodles.
Toodles.
Au revoir.
Toodles.
Sayonara.
Bye-bye.
Happy New Year.